What's up, guys? We are finally doing the discussion for The Wolf Among Us episode 4.
Sorry, it's late.
It's late. It's like 2 weeks late, but we are going to get it done today.
Just like my period.
Finally. Yeah. Are you pregnant?
No, I hope not.
We reckon it is not Lauren's, actually. We think it's Robin's.
My bad. Sorry. You sure it's not yours?
It wouldn't surprise you. We just did spoon a little while ago.
No, we didn't.
Spooning leads to forking and all of that shit.
It also leads to knifing.
So,
And tablespooning.
episode 4 is called In Sheep's Clothing. I don't really get the title of that, but it's called In Sheep's Clothing.
There's a
Well, someone's clearly pulling the
there's a
wool
saying,
over
isn't
your
it?
eyes.
Yeah, no. There's a saying about a wolf in sheep's clothing, isn't it?
Yeah, but the last
That's
one
how
was
it's
called
like
The Crooked
deception.
Mile, so you'd expect the... I thought the title would be switched, because The Crooked Mile is the kind of thing of we just found the
Then
crooked
again,
man
a
and then...
wolf in sheep's clothing is about deception, so this might be a good idea.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good point.
That's why
So yeah,
I don't know.
anyway, recapping episode 3, because it's been a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
We discovered, well, we just don't know if we discovered, but I've pretty much come to the conclusion that Crane didn't actually kill anybody. He was just obsessed with Snow.
No, yeah.
We got to
Creepy-ass
see,
bastard.
yeah, we got to see Big B in his wolf form, and Bloody Mary was introduced, and
Yep.
obviously we killed off one of the Tweedle brothers.
Which was good.
Yep. So
No.
this episode starts off with Big B like having a nightmare about Bloody Mary, and then you cut in,
With him.
and you got this gruesome scene of him being seen by the doctor,
Yeah.
and he kind of
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
he's having like silver bullets taken out of him, and he's like his arm is literally like the bone is out that way, and his arm's just there. So you've got the arm
Oh,
there, and the
nice.
bone's there.
Oh.
So, and because the doctor's trying to get the silver bullets out, Big B has to set the arm himself, so he like pulls it up and shoves it across, and it's weird.
I wouldn't want to do that.
So that was fun. While I'm playing the game, I don't know if you two have picked up on this, but I'm trying to form the relationship between Big B and Snow and make sure it looks like he's on her side. Obviously, you've got, now that Snow's in charge, she's trying to enforce all the proper rules about if they
Rules
go into
and
the farm,
regulation.
if they haven't got glamours and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then you've got poor things like Colin, who can't get a job, so he can't afford a glamour, but he's obviously a good friend of Big B's. And
Porky Pig.
yeah, he doesn't want to be sent back to the farm because he's obviously stays with Big B. So you kind of have to keep the relationship with Snow and Big B and Colin and Big B, but there is a way to do it. So that's what I'm trying to get with that. Narissa reveals some cool shit.
She reveals a game changer, let's be honest.
Yeah.
She reveals... When you said this, I was like... That makes so much sense! I'm
Yeah.
trying not to touch Lauren's butt with my foot, but it's not working very well. I'm trying to get my legs. I'm sorry.
Pervert.
If I touch your butt, I have no intention of touching your butt.
Pervert.
But
I kind of want to touch Kristen instead. I'm sorry, right? Right, yeah, so, do you want to find out this bit? Because it's so weird.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. It turns out that the magic and the ribbons, when they say, my lips are sealed, or something like that, I cannot...
These lips are sealed,
that's
they
it, these
say.
lips are... When they take the ribbons off, that's what chops the heads off.
Yeah.
That was so fucking cool! Because obviously I was there from day one going, with the fucking head chopped off, the woodman's here, boom. Axe,
Yeah,
woodman.
I
They
thought it
don't
was
just
either
be...
the axe or
yeah.
the you know, in the first episode where you find the blood on the spikes.
Yeah, so it's
that
either
maybe
that.
she'd been cut off like that.
Slipped.
But then you
um,
find out it's the fucking
it's the
ribbons, the
ribbon.
magic in the ribbons. They
Yeah.
can't speak, because if they speak, the fucking ribbon comes out, chops the fucking head off.
Well, they can't speak, and if they try to speak by taking the ribbon off, then that's what cuts the heads off. That's obviously why. I don't know where Lily's one went. Obviously, we know Faith was in her mouth.
Yep.
I'm not sure where Lily's is.
There's the weird thing about that. You know when Snow's... Well, the person that was Snow was in the bed with Crane.
Yeah, it's Lily.
That's literally the troll.
Makes me think that maybe Crane took the ribbon off.
Try and find
Oh,
out something
maybe.
about Cooking Man.
No.
Oh no, maybe he took it off
but
by
he-
accident.
Well, that's what
because
I'm
he
saying.
wanted.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. If
So
he
he's trying to
doesn't
get
know.
her. He's trying to get his
To
foot
look like
on,
Snow.
trying to get her naked, and then maybe doesn't
No,
realize what the
but-
ribbon is.
The glamour would have hidden the ribbon anyway.
Not necessarily,
Yeah, it
because
would've.
no, because the other
Think about the
but
magic.
Faith.
Yeah, think about
But
with
Faith had a ribbon around her neck when you first saw her,
Yeah,
and she was glamoured up.
yeah. No, but they had Snow's glamour on her. Snow doesn't have a ribbon. If she'd taken Snow's glamour,
But then she still had the markings on her legs and that.
Yeah, she
So maybe
still
it
had
didn't-
some of
it
the...
wasn't
And
a
her
perfect-
clothing
it wasn't a
wasn't...
perfect
Her
glamour, was
clothing...
it?
Yeah,
No.
well, her clothing
And her
wasn't the same.
brooch.
She had
Yeah,
a
that's
bunch of
true.
clothes and she had different underwear on. Like when the glamour
That's
goes,
true.
that little.
Yeah, but the only
when
thing-
Grandma Greenleaf.
Anti-Greenleaf.
That was close. Sorry, Auntie Greenleaf. When she was Grandma's little girl, the her clothes completely changed when she turned into another
Yeah.
woman.
The only thing I have to say about that is the pictures that you see with Crane of
Mhm.
her with Lily Glamoured as Snow.
Mm.
She's still alive. Her head's still attached, and there's no ribbon.
That is a good point, fella.
So
But then that
I
does
don't
beg
know.
question where the hell is that ribbon gone? I reckon Crane does have. I reckon at the end of that, because that's why there's so much blood in that room. When the head comes off, blood. You know what happens when the head gets chopped
Unless
off.
the
Fucking blood
whole
comes
thing was
gushing out from
Crane.
the.
Yeah, but
Unless the
that
whole
would
thing with
have
Crane was
that
an
that
accident,
happened an
and that's
episode
him moving the
before.
body.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not saying he was intentional. I reckon he did. So
Yeah, but why would? Oh, yeah, I suppose.
think about it. How could that much of blood been in there? If I'm not saying Crane's a murderer.
Yeah, as such.
On purpose. I reckon it was
Manslaughter.
manslaughter. Did it by accident. He took it off.
But then why would he take it off if previously he didn't see it in the glamour?
That's the only thing. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe it wasn't. It was in that room. Her ribbon, I guarantee, was taken off in that room because that amount of blood.
The ribbon was taken off in the room. Yeah,
So it's
absolutely.
either
I
by
don't think it was
Crane-
Crane though.
It could have been. This is a far-fetched thing, but it could have been Beauty. Here's my point. Listen to this. Ready?
Right.
The cooker man's come up and go, "You guys owe me money.
Yeah.
You work at the place where this particular girl who is sleeping with the guy who owes me a lot more money than you do
Yeah.
is sleeping. I wanted to scare the shit out of him. So when
Oh,
she's
really?
asleep,
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
he wakes up, fucking blood everywhere.
Panics.
Oh no, what's happened in here?
Maybe.
Panic.
Maybe. I know it's a bit far-fetched.
Yeah.
You never know. That it could be since since we found out that the Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. The Beauty and the Beast went to the business office, talked to Snow
Yeah,
about getting
yeah.
an advance on finance. She denied it, so Beauty went to the Crooked
Crooked
Man.
It was very crooked.
Yeah. He
He's got one of his
obviously
eyes
gave them a loan, and now he's threatening them
to get the money back
back.
with interest. obviously.
You also find out that Beast worked in the cut above, which is a butcher shop, delivering parcels to the Crooked Man, but obviously not direct to the Crooked Man. He'd send people out and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So we get all that stuff with Beauty and Beast, and you find out they've obviously let money from them, and you're given two options. Now, I explained this in my walkthrough, but the two options are quite important if you want to get all the Fable entries in one go. You can do it in one walkthrough in this one. There's, like I said, it's. I personally was a little bit disappointed with this episode, but I'll talk about that at the end. But it's not. There is no need to replay as long as you do things in the right order.
Yeah.
So if you go to the Lucky Pond first, and look at Briar Rose's needle cushion before you look at the Woodman's axe, then you'll get the Fable entry you need there.
Otherwise you got to replay.
Otherwise you got to
Okay,
replay.
so-
But if you do that first, then
That's
you're
fair.
set. But yeah, the Woodman's axe has obviously been stolen. We know Bloody Mary has it because from the last episode
When she shot
when she tried to like
Bigby, it's
de-head him.
She's got it, and then in the dream,
yeah, she's got
She's
it
got
there
it.
as well.
going,
Um,
"Hey!"
So the
Yeah,
Woodman's
going,
obviously
Shit.
coming to look for it. Obviously the shop's run by the Jersey Devil. And while the Woodman's there, they get into a big fight. Jersey turns into his original Fable form, which actually looks really cool.
What,
The
horse
skull horse
yeah.
thing
Wow.
with antlers and stuff like that. That looks really cool. And you find the axe there as a storage. So I don't know if Bloody Mary is using that place as a storage. Cause the axe was on display. It was there to be bought. So I don't know if she took it
Unless
and
she's
is now
put it-
just is now storing it.
Unless she's put it there intentionally.
For what?
Maybe trying to get rid of using thingy, trying to get rid of Bigby.
To get who to get rid of Big B?
I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know where I was going with that one.
I think she does business there with Crooked Man, so she was obviously storing it there in the back room, and you find that, and Woody kind of comes in and helps you with the Jersey Devil, and that's when you find out about the Crooked Man's door. It never stays in one place for more than
Yeah.
about 10 minutes. The way that Crane found it was through the magic mirror.
Lucky.
Obviously, he broke that. So
Bastard.
when we go to the butcher shop, the cut above afterwards, you find a back room which is basically one of the Crooked Man's bases or whatever. You find out Crane's been held there. There's a lot of blood. You also find his jacket, and you find the mirror shard in his jacket. So you take that and try and obviously fix the mirror so you can find the Crooked Man's door. But the piece to the mirror doesn't fit because it's been put through distress and emotion and all that stuff. Because apparently mirrors go through emotion now, like a person does.
Yeah.
True.
And they change form. So
Well, magic
so
mirror,
do droids.
no, they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
They do.
No.
You can break a droid, you can put it back together because it had emotional distress.
All right.
True.
But yeah, you have to wait for the mirror to form back, like, together before you can kind of do anything. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention at the Lucky Pawn, you know the donkey skin coat? Toad has it and is trying to sell it to Jack, who works at the Lucky Pawn, but Jack won't take it. I don't know why, because he's like, oh, it's a fucking dirty donkey skin thing, and he's like, and Toad's just there like, it's magic and coat.
Yeah.
So, but obviously Bigby comes in at that point and sees him with it and takes it back for evidence, and that kind of stuff. So it's cool to see like they're still including
come on,
faith
Bigby.
in there.
Oh,
But,
fucking hell.
Once the mirror gets put back together, we find the
out where
Crooked
the
Man's
door
door,
is.
and we get to that, and we find out that Tiny Tim Pratchett
No.
is working for the Crooked Man, and apparently he has one job, and that is to direct Bigby from the front entrance of like his lair to the entrance to
the
the
back
Crooked
entrance.
Man's office. Funny fucker.
Back door.
No, to the main office for the
Take your
Crooked
times
Man.
ahead.
Yeah. And so you kind of you get the impression that he's expected like Bigby to turn up, and that's obviously confirmed when the Crooked Man says we've been expecting you.
Really?
Quite simple then. We're
Yeah.
expecting you. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, can I do that again in a couple of days when you're not quite expecting me? No. Oh,
Yeah. A couple of days the door would have
I'll
moved.
just leave then.
Yeah.
They came back in. Didn't
Yeah.
expect that, did
Yeah.
you? Yes,
I
we did.
I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing I'll say about the Crooked Man is I don't really understand his glamour, because obviously he's in glamour, because his head
What?
isn't kind of
Yeah,
like tilted
no.
to one side, but his eye is still.
I reckon for some
Fucked.
people, I think it's an intimidation thing in more aspect. I reckon because obviously there's different levels of glamour depending on the money you have available. Isn't
But
it?
it's probably a
Yeah,
custom
but it's the
glamour.
Crooked Man.
That's what I'm thinking. I
Custom
reckon.
glamour.
Yeah, but the Jersey Devil runs a shop.
Yeah.
If he was looking, if you walked into a shop and went, "You're a creepy skeleton guy with antlers," I'm probably
Yeah,
not going to
true.
buy from you. If you excuse me, I'm going to leave quickly before you spear me.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
true.
like
Whereas
a
the
lot
Crooked
of,
Man doesn't
you know,
get- yeah.
gangsters. and
Exactly.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
The,
true.
the Crooked Man doesn't see everyone, and his when him and Will, you've heard about the Crooked Man,
Yeah.
how he hung himself, and his head is literally down. The top of his head is hanging just past his shoulder.
Yeah.
That's what the old stories were dictating. That's
Yeah.
what the games dictated about him.
Yeah.
He does. His fucking head's there. His neck's been twisted out. His
Yeah.
face is all distorted. He looked fucked up. Obviously, he's gonna need a glamour, but he still wants to look intimidating. So
Yeah,
the whole eye
that's true.
thing, because when obviously with his head like that, it's fucking stretched his whole face. So his eye sockets are fucking down there, and his eyes are fucking everything looks weird.
Yeah.
So obviously he's there going, I'm gonna be intimidating. Like if in the next episode, I reckon he's gonna come out of his glamour, and that will scare the living shit out of me. Because
Yeah.
that game, it was only a 2-bit game that he was in. That I've seen like PewDiePie play, and he just went and chasing you. And they're going, shit, fucking
Yeah.
move, it's fucking creepy, fucking I'm dead.
Okay.
And he comes at the
Oh,
screen,
wow.
it's literally
Oh, that's
his
the
head
road
just
again.
fucking like that, and you're there going, yeah, just fucking lightsaber, fuck off, fuck off, fuck
Yeah.
off.
No,
It's one of
that's
those
a good
games.
point.
It was only a little one for me, and I still had to go and play fucking what was it, Lego Marvel Heroes. After I played, I was like,
What game was that?
this was the Crooked Man.
The Crooked Man.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
right.
his game. It was literally. Have you ever seen like Mad Father?
Yeah.
It was that style of game.
Oh, right.
That looked down one person and
Oh, right.
literally fucking following
Oh,
you around,
cool.
caused all this shit. And you're there going, stay the fuck away from me, you
Oh,
creepy
cool.
piece of crap. I don't want to be friends with you. Your face is weird and
Yeah.
deformed. So obviously he's not gonna.
Yeah.
Obviously he's got all this money. Let's be honest. He's a very rich guy. If he wanted, I guarantee he could have got the glamour to look like Snow and be walking around, "Sup, bitches."
Yeah.
I'm the Crooked Man. You're there going, and my boner has drastically just disappeared. But I reckon.
I have no boner.
But I reckon I agree with Chris's fact. It's probably going to be a custom glamour, so he still
Yeah.
looks intimidating, but it doesn't
Yeah,
look
that's
as
true.
fucked up as
Yeah,
he
that's a good
usually
point.
is.
Scary.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or maybe just he's so bad looking that even the strongest glamour is still
Yeah.
leaving something
Yeah,
there
yeah.
that I mean, it's not.
Maybe
strong
it doesn't
enough to
work
hide
on the
it.
dead
Sorry,
properly.
I keep leaning.
Herbert.
And that. Just trying to touch
I'll
yours.
break your foot.
Please don't. I need my foot.
No, you don't. Not anymore.
Okay.
You're gonna be the crooked leg man.
Nah. Nah.
Your foot's gonna be up
But
your
yeah,
ass.
so what do you guys reckon is going to happen in the next episode? What do you think is going to happen in the last episode?
Shit's just gonna get real.
Um,
Ash Ketchum's gonna
I
come
don't
out
know.
with Pikachu. And,
Goku's going to blast through the roof.
Yeah.
Blast them all with the Kamehameha.
I
yeah.
don't know what's going to happen in the last episode,
Super Spiral.
purely because I think they did a really, really, really bad job at building up the suspension and tension.
Yes, you didn't like this episode.
I
did
didn't
you?
like it.
Suspense,
Suspense,
suspension.
not suspension.
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 That bridge is not suspended enough.
The suspense and tension. I didn't like this episode as much as I enjoyed the others. I think it was really unfinished. I didn't like the fact that there was no build-up. Obviously, I finished the episode with the Crooked Man sitting down to talk to Bigby. There's a couple of different ways you could do it, but that's the way I chose to do it. And either way, it would have
Not
finished
good
with
enough,
if you
then again.
if you chose to attack them, it would end on them two going at each other, and then it just black out. So
Or it could be
there's
the whole Twilight, so I can just see
Yeah,
the
but
fight
Twilight's
and then the crooked
shit,
man
so it
and
doesn't-
turn around and be
doesn't
like,
count.
nah, I don't want to do this.
But yeah, I was really disappointed with this episode. It also felt unfinished to me. Like there was jumps in the music, there was glitches in the kind of like cutscenes and all that stuff. The controlling was more off than usual, and considering it was released 3 or 4 days later than the actual release date, you'd expect it to be more
Yeah.
polished. Especially considering it's the second to last episode, so you need to have that build up, and it just wasn't there for me. I know a couple of other people have agreed with that from what I've put on there. I don't know if you guys think any different.
No, I agree.
Yeah, yeah,
I agree with you. I'm not
Yeah.
questioning you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sure we can do that.
yeah. But I think there was some stuff like there was some vital parts of it. Obviously, we found out about the ribbon. We got
That bit.
Yeah.
Still.
that was the
was
best
awesome.
part. We found out about where the Jersey Devil, not the Jersey Devil, where the Crooked Man is and why we can never find him.
Yeah. And why he never.
We
is.
found that out. There was a lot of information that needed to come across that they did put across well.
Quick question: where did they find the door?
What door?
Was
Yeah.
it anywhere specific?
Was any specific?
Under a bridge.
Where?
it's the
Where was
link
the
with
bridge?
the trolls?
Yeah. No. Do you remember that little kid, the little frog said he went swimming under the... He jumped off the bridge and...
There
that's-
wasn't a river near it, it was an industrial bridge.
No.
It wasn't.
I was like, that would
You're
be fucking awesome
you're
if they got
reading
in.
too much into it, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just fucking thinking of stuff. Fuck off. Don't
Yeah.
say-
So I don't
That's
know
what-
where the last episode's gonna go really.
I hope we get to rip the Crooked Man's head off, because Faith was nice. She was a bit
Yeah.
of a slutty slut, but she was nice. And let's be honest, Lily...
Dude, she's a prostitute. You can't get any more slutty than a prostitute.
Yes, you can.
Hello.
You can do it for free.
I didn't even need to say it. Robin, you finally learned
Oh,
your
fuck
place.
my
I'm
phone.
so happy.
Professionalism in this room is astounding.
Ben got a little bit excited and chucked my phone off the bed.
Oh, well, I
We
With
said
his
it,
mind
you said it,
power.
not him.
I've just come.
That's why he got
I
excited.
just come everywhere.
Ah,
fine.
don't throw shit at me.
Woman, she's
I
finally
didn't throw
understands
anything
she's
at
nice. Brilliant.
But I genuinely, with regards to the next episode, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if we don't find out how and why they were beheaded.
No,
and it'll be
well,
like
we know why. But
I know
how,
like how they were
that was
beheaded, but I
taken off
don't.
and
I
Why?
wouldn't be surprised if we don't find out why. I think we'll defeat
Yeah.
the
It might
Crooked
just be
Man.
the fact that
and it'll
he
be
ends the
ends.
prostitute business.
Yeah, but they were making him money because obviously the guy that owns the pudding and pie,
They must let on
Georgie,
some
must
sort
have
of secret.
known. Because they obviously know about the Crooked Man, because that's why that's what the
Hmm.
ribbons are for. So I don't know. Because if they can't talk, what's the point in taking the ribbons off? Maybe Faith is
Maybe they had
because it was because she met Bigby, but then if she hadn't had her head cut off, there would be no suspicion about the Crooked
But
Man.
she was gonna go see him and tell him things.
About the fact that the woodsman was going to beat her up. That was all they would.
Because
She
she
was
said
meeting
she
him
said,
for.
I'll go meet you in the office.
Yeah, about the woodsman attacking her.
Right. Unless he got the wrong idea of it and decided just to pull the ribbon off her anyway,
Maybe.
just in case, just for insurance.
But I
He doesn't
don't
need it.
think it's the Crooked Man that's pulling the ribbon. I think he's saying pull the ribbon, but I don't think it's him. I think he's got people
There's
working
someone
for her.
else.
Obviously, he's got the Tweedle brothers and he's got Bloody Mary.
He hasn't got Tweedle brothers.
He's huh?
He hasn't got Tweedle
Well, he's
brothers.
got one of the Tweedle brothers now.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, bitch.
I killed one of your bitches.
But yeah, I don't know where this next episode's going to go. Obviously, we've still got about another 4 weeks to wait.
Fuck.
So, I really hope it's got some kind of epic plot twist that's going to lead into Wolf Among Us 2.
This could tell that Batman's really the villain and...
Or it's an underlying Joker plotline.
If it
Like
is an
every
underli-
Batman game
if it is
Yeah.
an underlying, if suddenly he just pops and goes, "Yeah, miss me," then I will put my controller down. I will never play this game. I will walk up to I will fly over to America to tell them, knock on the door.
Shove my
Wait, please,
controller.
No, do you know
right
what?
When they
up
open the door,
behind.
I will punch them in the face. And then I'll put a sledgehammer out and say, "Stop Smash, doing Smash, fucking Smash, anything Smash to do with Smash, Joker Smash."
I would do
Then I'll
that,
leave.
just off topic of the Wolf Among Us here, I will do that if Arkham Knight has got an underlying Joker plotline. As much as I love the Joker, he is dead now and he just needs to stay dead.
He's not dead. He became come back to life.
If they have him in Arkham Knight, I'm going to be so disappointed.
Anyway,
I'm
this is
going to be
Wolf Among
so
Us.
disappointed. But yeah, Wolf Among Us, I say I don't know what I'm expecting for the next episode. I think it's got to be really, really epic, and they really have to pick it up after the last episode, because the ones previous have been kind of a massive suspense for the next one, and then you kind of get coming up next time. I
Did you
can't
even get a
actually.
snippet?
You did, but it was like 2 seconds,
Oh.
so you didn't see much. I don't really get what it was, but obviously, you're obviously going to sit down and have a conversation with the Crooked Man.
Yeah.
That's all I can gather from it. I think the Crooked Man has some kind of agenda against the richer fables, and he's trying to take them down.
He's a bit jelly because he comes from the bottom. He worked his way up.
I think he wants to take over Fabletown, and I think people are going to go to him because he will give them the money they need and the business won't. So I think he's trying to, like, because obviously there was a quote from Snow in this episode, and she was like, "The Crooked Man declared war on us last night. At least that's what I thought. Really, this war's been going on for years
Yeah.
behind the scenes." And then Toad, when he's at the Lucky Pawn, says that the business office aren't much different from the Crooked Man.
Mm.
And it's completely understandable. And obviously there's this kind of war going on between them now
Yeah.
that the business office are now aware of. But I think, yeah, I think
More of the loans.
he's got, yeah, some kind of agenda against the rich fables.
Mm.
And that's what's caused it. So anyone that gets involved with them is going to get their heads chopped off.
Yeah.
It's not very nice. I like my head.
You're going to get involved with a rich fable?
Oh yeah.
Why do I believe you?
This fable's gonna be my bitch.
Bitch, bitch.
Yeah, I don't have
Not bad,
anything else
bitch,
more to say
bitch.
about it. You got any more to say, Ben?
To be honest with you, everything that I can think of has been said.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, go back over, the fucking movie was awesome. Crooked Man seems like a bit of a bastard. I'm so glad dude's dead, that's what I want to be. He was a wanker, so I'm glad we ripped his throat out. Apart from that, Lauren, you got anything to say? No?
No.
Cool. Glad you had your input there. Chris, anything to say?
I just can't wait to see the next one.
Find out what's going
I don't
Yeah,
know
it
what's
needs
gonna
to be good. It needs to be good.
At this point, there wasn't.
What
a
are your-
full fight
what are
between
your,
Beast and the wolf.
What are your bets on Wolf Among Us 2?
No, there's the.
I think that's going to be
I don't know.
great.
Look at the. I want to look at the sales.
Mm.
But by the sounds of things, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube and stuff. So I'm guessing there's a high demand for it. So it really
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise
I
me
know.
if they just.
I
Obviously,
know.
they're not going to be
Tweak
doing
the
it
story.
until they get 1, The Walking Dead Season 2 finished, 2, Game of Thrones, 3, Telltale are now going into partnership with the Borderlands company
Yep.
and doing the
So it
Tales of
wouldn't surprise me
Borderlands.
if this is it then.
So it might be it for a while
Bigger things now. So it's
Yeah.
probably this is probably going to be it.
for the Wolf Among Us.
Yeah.
So we reckon we're going to get a definitive ending
If
to
it's a definitive
everything.
ending now-
Everything's going to be sorted next episode.
It will end up be like episode 5, and then it'll be the finale.
The best bit is they could easily do a second, like a Wolf Among Us 2, because it's obviously based off fables, and it's not just
Oh,
like
there are
fairy tales,
loads.
it's based off actual fables, which
Yeah.
expands a lot bigger universe than just like fairy tales.
Yeah.
Which means they've got plenty of things to do.
We've
Yeah.
got Fable 1, Fable 2, Fable 3.
Motherfucker.
Fable Journey.
Yeah!
So yeah, they've got a lot of stuff that they can work
Fable
with. So,
Origin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fable
Fable
Arkham
Fast
Knight.
Last Stand.
Yeah.
A
Fable
lot of
Knight.
Fable games.
Yeah, there's loads.
Fable and the underlying Joker story plot.
Fable Gold
It
and Silver.
genuinely,
Yeah.
after the
Fable
game,
1.
I would not be surprised if like the Joker's in there somewhere.
I would be, and if
Low.
it is, I'd never play one of the games
No.
ever again, or even look at one of the games
No.
ever again.
I think we're gonna. I think
Fable
I
Shock.
agree
Fable
with
Shock 2.
Chris about the fact we're gonna get a definitive
Call of
ending.
Fable.
Call of Fable.
Called a Fable, yeah.
Fable Field 2. Fable Field
Crash Fable. Jack and Fable.
Fable and Clank. So yeah,
There's loads of Fable games, isn't there?
so there's loads that they can do. Fable Wars, for God's sake.
Harry Potter and the Fable Stone.
Yeah. Lord of the Fables. Return of the Fables. Fucking Joker story plotline.
Chamber of Fables.
Yeah. Prisoner of the stupid
Fable.
Joker story
Fable.
plotline.
No.
Fable of Fire.
No.
Fable of Fire. Yeah.
Fable of Fire.
Order of the Fable.
Fable Hallows. Part 1.
Order of the Fable. We missed one.
Which one did you miss?
The Prisoner of Fable Stand.
So yeah, there's plenty of movies. Well, no, we can do that. Right, so we got Lord of the
And the
Fable.
Half Fable Prince.
Yeah.
The Lord of the... so
Deathly
Lord of the
Fables Part 1.
Yeah, Lord of the Fables. Lord of the Fables.
Deathly Fables Part 2.
Yeah.
The Fable Ship of the Ring. Lord of the Fables, the Two
Ooh, I like
Fables.
it.
And Lord of the Fables, Return of the Underlying Joker plot.
We should totally
With
make
the
like little
And
mini
then the
clips of all
Hobbit,
this.
the Hobbit, the Unexpected Fable.
Dude, we should totally make like these
No,
little
you-
animations.
Yeah.
No, you just
I
want,
would
you
be
just
so
want
up
movie
for that.
titles, just
Yeah.
really, really shitly
Yeah.
drawn.
And
Yeah.
then
I'll do
Hobbit, the Desolation of Fable.
Smable. Smable.
Stephen.
Flavor.
Destination of Fable.
Oh god.
Anyway,
I think we've just gone through all
Yeah.
the greatest movies. Kill Fable, Kill Fable 2.
Iron Fable.
Man of Fable.
Hulk Fable.
Fable of Steel.
Thor Fable. Captain Fable.
Captain Fable.
Iron Fable.
Captain Fable America.
America.
In Fable.
How would
In Fable
Avengers
2.
be? Avengers.
In Fable. In Fable Second Fable.
Nick Fable.
Beyond Fable Souls.
Yeah. That Fable.
Fable Man.
Doctor Fable.
Fable Man.
Doctor Fable.
Yeah, Dr. Fable, yeah. What else have we got? Fable Shock. Grand Theft Fable.
Oh. What was the other one I came up with? There you go.
Fable Pain
Spider
Free.
Fable.
Fable
Spider Fable 2. Spider Fable 3. The Fantastic Fable.
Heavy Fable. Fable Rain.
Fable City.
Devil May Fable. Fable May Cry. Assassin's Fable. Fable's Creed.
Fable.
Fable Two Souls.
Okay, I think
Beyond
we've
Two
One
officially,
Fable Direction.
we've officially
Fable
drifted
Direction.
off to the point where
One
we are
Fable.
now going. We are going a
Just
bit.
a Fable.
Oh,
We're now
get
talking
out.
about songs. Stop.
Fable Viva! It's not Fable Life.
Here's a Fable.
Oh god.
Right, we're done. All
We
right.
we should finish this
Yeah.
video now.
Guys, we're going now.
We
Fable
got way
games.
off topic.
The Fable games!
We're gonna bring the Fable games to YouTube.
Yes.
We're gonna do it. I think we should definitely do that. Even if it's just
Legend
like
of
one
Fable.
clip.
Legend of Fable.
Super Fable.
Oh. Super Fable 64.
I'm out.
Anyway.
Yeah. I'm done.
Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I'm
Bye,
not sure
guys.
when the next video would have been out.
Bye guys.
Yeah.
We're still uploading walkthroughs and shit. But tomorrow's video will be.
About vaginas.
I'm trying to think when this would have been going up.
It's
That's
Robin's-
Thursday.
Robin's here.
So
it could be
tomorrow's
about
video will
vaginas.
be Bucket Friday with more Lord of the Rings. Me and Chris are going to be playing this time round.
Yeah, Robin sucks.
Yeah, do. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and stay
And have
classy,
a great
gamers.
Fable day.
Fables.
Stay classy, Fables.
Stay.